Greetings, my friends. Please make certain that you are still subscribed to this channel because every day I'm hearing from other people that they have been unsubscribed without their knowledge by YouTube. And if you are not subscribed, please consider supporting this channel. We need you. Thank you. My friends, I have just seen Spyfall, the first episode of Season 12 of Doctor Who. It's an improvement over the Season 11 opener because at least I made it through this episode without falling asleep. The introduction of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor was so underwhelming that I fell asleep about 30 minutes in, and when I woke up, an alien covered with teeth was on some kind of construction crane with her, and I had no idea how they wound up there and cared even less. I turned it off and went to bed. For the opener of Season 12, I stayed awake and mildly alert right until the end credits. Did that mean it was better? No. It just means I was more tired by the time the episode ended. So, what did I think of it? Not much, frankly. Yes, Spyfall is modestly better than the garbage they produced last season, but the bar is so low that's hardly a ringing endorsement. I'm going to cut to the chase here and give you my assessment of the particulars of this episode, and then I'm going to explain why a review of this episode is utterly pointless. Spoiler, and it's a testament to my acting ability that I can say spoiler with a straight face, since really what the hell is there to spoil here? The plot of Spyfall can be summed up in a few sentences. A bunch of weird glowing alien energy ghosts that can travel through walls are killing people on Earth. MI6 rounds up the Doctor and her companions to help out because it turns out these glowy aliens are killing spies around the globe and transforming their spy DNA into alien DNA. So basically, it's an excuse for the gang to pretend to be spies while James Bondish spy music plays to thunderous aplomb. True to form, this episode of Doctor Who couldn't even go 20 minutes without inserting their usual identity politics bullshit. As soon as the Doctor and her little pals arrive at MI6 and meet C, played by Stephen Fry, C speaks to Graham as if he's the Doctor, ignoring Jodie completely. Someone corrects him and points out that Jodie is the Doctor, and Fry retorts, "Don't be absurd, the Doctor is a man." To which Jodie replies, "I've had an upgrade." And here we go. Yet another in a seemingly endless series of slights to not only men, but all the incarnations of the Doctor who came before. You know, the male Doctors. They were all thrown under the bus with that woke little quip, and I wanted to throw my remote at the TV screen when I heard it. I reported about 4 months ago a rumor that an episode is coming where Jodie Whittaker will personally take David Tennant to task for being an inadequate Doctor compared to her, repudiating all of her past incarnations as flawed. I don't know if this rumor will pan out, but right here we already see the beginning of a coming retcon designed to spit on and belittle all the Doctors of the past who were male, and therefore in Jodie Whittaker's eyes, flawed. Get ready, folks. The woke is strong with this one. So Stephen Fry briefs them about this alien problem they're having and gives them video game-like clues as to how to progress on this episode. Before getting assassinated with a bullet through his window, which really shouldn't be a problem at MI6 since, you know, it's kind of a big deal and must have bulletproof glass and other security measures this episode flat out ignored, but just the same, Stephen Fry tells them they need to check out Daniel Barton, the genius founder of a Google-like company. He may be implicated in this alien business. So they split up. Yaz and Ryan go to infiltrate Google pretending to be journos and equipped with spy equipment like visual DNA scanners and cameras that can create working duplicates of key cards, while the Doctor and Graham go to the Australian outback and track down a former MI6 agent who has the knowledge and experience to help them deal with this alien threat, codenamed O. So, yeah, basically the Doctor finds alien code on Daniel Barton's laptop, As if alien code would work at all with a human operating system. And how can you tell code is alien anyway? Is it like programmed in runes? Little scratchy alien symbols or some such crap? But there you go, sneaky alien code on his laptop, and so they quickly realize that Barton is helping these aliens for reasons that are currently unknown. Although they do detect Barton has 7% alien DNA in his body. So there's a lot of timey-wimey, hyperactive ADD nonsense where the Doctor captures an alien that can pass through walls with some kind of glass cage it can't get out of. I think it's electrified or really greased up or something. The Doctor repels an alien attack in the outback, chases around, boards a plane taking off by running after it and climbing onto it. Yes, it's awfully dumb. And on that plane, spoiler, turns out that O is actually the Master. That's right, gang. The Master has returned, and he detonates a bomb on the plane, and so it looks like it's curtains for the Doctor and her little pals, too. So the actor playing Daniel Barton is smug and mostly flat. The companions are the companions. They do their thing. And they get to do more things going on their own mission, and Yaz and Ryan kind of develop a bit more of a bond on this episode. Stephen Fry was his usual excellent self. Graham was okay, but didn't have much to do. But it was O as the Master who really stood out in this episode. He is gleefully evil on that plane, at turns laughing and furious. He actually did a great job with that performance. Indeed, virtually everyone was adequate to good in this episode. There wasn't anything glaringly stupid that I detected, but all of this is pointless. Reviewing these individual episodes as if somehow Doctor Who is going to stop sucking and come back to life, regenerating its soul, is a fool's errand. And I must be a fool because I'm going to review every damn episode this season, but let's cut the crap and get to it. The particulars of these episodes just don't matter because the debilitating flaw at the heart of Doctor Who is the Doctor. My friends, it doesn't really matter what the plot of Spyfall is, what the companions get to do, what the alien plot du jour is, if the Master is back or not, because ultimately the Doctor is the heart and soul of this show, and the Doctor sucks. Jodie Whittaker plays the Doctor with all the gravitas of a fabric softener commercial. I watch her and I can't stop thinking, this is what happens when an Oompa Loompa fucks Robin Williams. The worst part of Doctor Who is how boring and pedestrian the production team has made the Doctor. It's not all Jodie's fault, the writing is atrocious, but even so, as you watch Jodie Whittaker playing this iconic role, ask yourself, if you didn't know who the Doctor is supposed to be, the history, the legend, would you find her at all interesting? Does Jodie Whittaker have the presence, the ability to command attention, to ignite your imagination, to inspire wonder? For me, the answer is no. Fuck no, in fact. Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is a moderately clever hyperactive tech worker and part-time welder waving a glow stick around. And this is why it doesn't matter what the writers do with Season 12. Jodie Whittaker's approach to the role of the Doctor is tragically flawed on two levels. The Doctor is a mythic figure, inconceivably ancient, and always the smartest guy or gal in the room. The Doctor has been around a long time, been there, done that, and so in general the Doctor is not the type to get excited or scared. When he runs up against a new unknown threat, the Doctor is not frightened like we might be, he is intrigued. The Doctor, as played by greats like Tom Baker and David Tennant, is familiar to us as a person, but also retains an air of mystery and a touch of aloofness in keeping with such an odd being. Someone who has lived the span of countless lifetimes would cultivate a detachment from things, at least in comparison to us frenetic mortals. Tom Baker had all of those attributes, being amused, curious, aloof, mischievous, and at times melancholy. Same with Tennant. Look at what he did to that family, sticking one in a mirror forever. A Morpheus move from Sandman. if I ever saw one. The Doctor is friendly, bright, fun, as well as at times brooding and even dangerous. And now, let's look at how Jodie plays the role in comparison. Having Jodie Whittaker play the Doctor with an open-mouthed panic 78% of the time like a fish spastically flopping around on the planks of a pier is a stunning and brave choice indeed. I mean, who would have thought of playing the Doctor like a blow-up doll, mouth hanging perpetually open as she runs hither and yon, to and fro, pointing her glow stick at stuff to make it do helpful things. Just look at the scene where she's running like an idiot to catch up to a plane that is taxiing for takeoff. Her mouth is one big O the whole time, and this is frequently the case. Whereas most doctors have an air of cool mystery about them, Jodie has no mystery, no dramatic heft, no presence. She's like a kid hopped up on sugar as she runs from clue to clue, making boring quips and doing everything she can to try to be Matt Smith. Jodie, you're no Matt Smith. Maybe if you stopped trying to play the Doctor like Matt Smith, you might find some way to make the role your own, but as it is, Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is a big fail for me. I should always look at the Doctor with a sense of wonder, a fondness as well as a kind of foreboding, like being in the presence of a tame tiger. Sure, he's tame, but he's still a tiger, and could take your head clean off at any moment. The Doctor should never be so familiar as to breed contempt in his audience or in his companions, but that's what Jodie does. She's a contempt factory. She plays the Doctor with an appalling blandness, even as she tries to whip out quips like Matt Smith did. The problem here, I think, is Matt Smith was uniquely suited to pull off that kind of comedy. No offense intended, but the man has a very unusual face. A face that accommodates odd comments and weird bits of humor. It seems organic with Matt. He makes it work because of his unique charisma and odd appearance. Jodie, on the other hand, just looks like a normal woman. When she tries to do a Matt Smith impression, it falls flat because she just doesn't have that quirkiness in her. She's practically a normie. A normie playing one of the most fantastic roles ever created. Am I the only one who sees a problem here? The other problem with Jodie's Doctor is she just doesn't behave like the Doctor. Case in point, when O reveals himself to be the master on the airplane, Jodie Whittaker freaks out. In fact, I've noticed that's how she reacts to almost everything. Her eyes get wide, her mouth makes a big O, and she freaks out to varying degrees. Where is the Doctor's remove? The Doctor's assuredness, the Doctor's aplomb in the face of danger. Is there nothing of the Doctor's fundamental nature that has survived his transition into a woman? Apparently not. She freaks out when the aliens appear, freaks out when they attack, freaks out when the Master appears, really freaks out when she finds the Master has planted a bomb on the cockpit of the plane. It's positively freaky, folks. Now, I'm not talking about emotional breakdowns here, but compared to past Doctors, Jodie's Doctor is a bit of a drama queen. And when I look at her, the only awe she inspires within me is awe that such a tragic miscasting could actually take place in a franchise as important as Doctor Who. Spyfall is mediocre, which means it's better than the bulk of Season 11 was. But it, like the rest of Season 12 and beyond, is doomed to abject failure so long as Jodie Whittaker is playing the Doctor. Jodie Whittaker is not the Doctor, and I am not interested. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.